Hi guys, what's up? Today I'm gonna show you how to create a Windows installer for your 360 virtual tour. We're gonna be using electron.js. I'm gonna show you a sample of what we're gonna recreate. So this is the installer. When you when you run it, you'll see the usual wizard that you see in installers. So actually, did it ask me to change the directory? I don't think so. But we can configure that. Like when you install it, it asks where you want, like what directory you want to put it. So maybe here I forgot to turn it on. hmm it's taking a while. I'll pause it. And resume when it's done. So it's finished, and when you click it, it runs, and this is how it looks like. So it's basically the same 360 tour that you see on the website, on their website, and it's just packaged in such a way that it's in a installer and works offline without internet. Okay, let's start. First thing you need to do is install Node, um, Node.js. Well, to see if you already have it installed, go to open your command prompt like this. Type command and then type node p or node. So if you don't see anything, I mean like it says not recognized, it means it's not installed. So let's go ahead and install Node.js. I'll go ahead and actually I'm using a virtual box. So it's basically an operating system running inside my Windows so that I can show you how to like install it from as if you just installed Windows. Um, so let's install a 64-bit Windows installer. Okay, it's taking a while. Oh, sorry. Let's run this thing. I'll just accept the defaults. Okay, finish. Next. Accept. Next. Oh, sorry. This it opened another um instance. So I'm gonna open command console again and try that again. Command node. So it's working now. Node minus v shows the version. So you have node, and then next thing we need to do is install electron. So to do that, just go here again, command, and type npm install electron dash g, which means it's gonna get installed globally. If you look here, you should see how, I'm not sure where it is, but it should be here somewhere. Install. Npm install. Anyway, so just type this. And npm install electron dash G. I'm gonna pause the video recording for now and resume when this is done. It finished installing now, but well, I paused right, and I was wondering why it hang. So I had to do this. So um, adding this verbose thing just shows the progress, and you might not see the same message because you just did npm install electron dash g. So as long as it's finished, that's fine. Next thing we need to do is download another thing that makes us create a like electron project from scratch without doing the coding. um, and first we need to download Git. So yeah, again, download the one for Windows and install it. It's taking a while. I don't know why. So it opened twice. So I just closed the other one. I'm just gonna accept the defaults. So after this, we should be able to install create-electron-app. So this is what we're gonna try to install. So yeah, this one. But downloading it is a prerequisite. So finish. Otherwise, it won't finish if you don't download Git. Let's install it. npm install create electron app. Electron app G. I will pause and resume when it's done. It has finished installing, and now the next thing to do is to create a like an electron project. To do that, for this example, I'm gonna create a folder here on C drive and call it electron. To make sure, I'm just gonna close and open command prompt, and I believe there's a in this case I encountered an issue because I've tried this the second time. I need to run this as administrator to make sure that everything is run in admin mode. Otherwise, you encounter some errors. So let's go to that C drive that we just folder that we just created. And then here we're gonna create an electron project, and well, call it anything. For this tutorial, we're gonna just call it test. Okay, let's create electron app test. Create electron. So it's gonna create a a test folder here that creates all the, builds the Electron project with all the needed, like, required files. Okay, we'll wait, and I'll resume when it's done. It's done, and when you look at the test folder, you'll see the files that has been generated. But first, you need to run something. Need to go to that folder that we just created, which is test, and then we need to run this npm install electron-builder and --save-dev. This is important. Yeah, we're installing the electron builder. Like, so what is electron builder? I don't know. This one. We just, yeah, we need to install this. Basically, just allows us to create that installer. Resume when it's done. So it's finished. To test if this is working, you have to type npm run start. So what this does is open a like a standalone Chromium browser that opens the default project that has a hello world in it. So this is it, with the default icon, the hello world. So it's working. Next thing we need to do, let's create a Krpano virtual tour, like just a sample. First, let's download Krpano. I'm not gonna input my license anymore, so this will have some watermarks, but just showing you like how to do it from scratch. Okay, I'll resume when this is done. Okay, it finished downloading. I'm gonna extract this in the desktop. Pause again. It has finished extracting. Now what we're gonna do, so I prepared 2 files. So this is the facade. It's a 3D rendered file, and the living room. So we're gonna create a sample virtual tour. I'm gonna drag those 2 files, equirectangular images. So the size is 6000 by 3000 pixels. I'm gonna drag it in make vtour. I'll just open it first. Yeah, I don't have a license, but this is just for the tutorial. Make vtour, drag. It's gonna create all the files required to. It's gonna create a Krpano virtual tour with the default files. I could add hotspots later on. Well, we could do that. So editor, I'll add the hotspot. We're gonna have the watermarks, of course, because I didn't input my license. So save. So we have a virtual tour that has a lot of watermark. I'm gonna save that. Okay. Next thing we need to do, we need to copy over those files that we just generated. So it was here because I dragged the rectangular files in this folder. I'm gonna copy the contents, excluding these ones. Because this is just a backup, these are exe files. You don't need that. I'm gonna copy them, put it in the source folder of the Electron project. Oh, wrong one. src. Paste. Okay, next thing, we're gonna modify index.js. So right now we don't see the extension of the files. Just you probably already have this. Show hidden files, hide extension, so that I know what are the file extensions. So I'm gonna edit index.js. Ideally, you'll use a better text editor, but I don't have anything here since this is a virtual um, OS. We need to change this line here and point to tour.html, which was generated by Krpano. And then this line here opens the dev tools, the debug mode. So we're gonna comment that out, either remove it or just add a double slash, which is equivalent to commenting it out. And then let's test. So go back here, npm run start. It should open the virtual tour this time. So I don't know what that glitch was. So it's working. Next thing we need to do. So one thing I also do is okay, let us do that again. Because I usually install this in touchscreens. I do not like having this menu here. It's kind of useless. So to remove that, I add a line of code here and type auto hide menu bar. Set it to true, add a comma, and then let's try that again. So yeah, it's gone. You can also change the size of the default window when it opens. Up to you what size you want. This is it. This is the width, the height. And next thing to do is we need to create an icon. So I have something ready. I'll just look for it. I found the logo. It is here. Okay, I can't drag and drop. Let me look for another way to do that. Okay, apparently I can't drag to the desktop, but never mind. It is a VirtualBox issue. This is the file. So it's a 512 pixel file. Oh, why can't I see it? So it's a PNG file that is 512 by 512. Next thing we need to do is we need to create an icon. I mean, that's the icon image, but we need to convert it to an icon file by doing this. Let's say icon converter. Where did that go? This one. I'm just gonna accept the defaults. Download. So this one, I'm gonna name it icon.ico. I'm gonna copy it over the source folder here. And then we're gonna modify the package.json file on the one folder up, this one. I'm gonna open Notepad and drag it here. Here we're gonna add on this part here on the script section, build installer. Electron builder. Add a comma here. Electron build, and then we're gonna add a build section. Build. Add app ID. This can be anything. Like test project. I believe you can't add spaces. I'm not sure, but it just two dashes here. When means we're creating an installer for Windows. Target NSIS. This is the installer that has like the wizard, like the next. And then the icon that we just created, which is inside src icon.ico. Okay. And then this is the NSIS part that we're gonna call. So when we're gonna create a Windows installer, it's gonna call the NSIS, which is this one. Installer icon, same as the one above. Icon.ico, comma, and then uninstaller icon, the icon that will appear when you are gonna uninstall it. If you don't do this, it will show the default electron icon, and it's fine. But if you're gonna give this to a client, you want it branded. Uninstall display name. Yeah, the name on the top of the uninstaller. We're gonna try to install it. So like test project uninstall name. I'm just gonna do it that way so you can see the difference. One click. False. This is if you want to allow users to choose a directory. And oh no, sorry, this is a different thing. Yeah, this is gives you the next options. So there's another option, the allowed to change installation directory. So this is the one to allow the user to change the directory. So this one, I believe this is the one that asks if you're, install this for anyone or admin. Maybe that. And this one is the to change the directory. So just gonna check if everything is in order. Quotes are there, comma, one click. And then you can change these, like the name, product name, description. So test name, I'm just gonna change it. Test product name. Okay, test product name. Okay, save. And then I am gonna do an npm run build installer. Npm run build installer, which is gonna call the lines of codes that we just created. We could see some errors if I had some typo, but we'll see. I encountered a problem here before. As I mentioned, I had to close command and run as administrator. So after I did that, it fixed the issue. But I don't have that problem in like my own desktop, but in this virtual box I had that issue. I'm gonna pause for now and resume when it's done. It has finished generating, so you should now see a dist folder, which means distribution, I think. I'm gonna close this, but to make sure we don't have any like mistaking it for the previous one, I'm gonna go add or remove here, and I'm gonna uninstall this one, that the one that I just installed a while ago. I'm gonna install it because they have the same icon, so I don't wanna confuse myself that we opened that. Sorry. So I'm gonna delete this. It is out of our lives. So this. So this is the generated exe file. I'm gonna run it. So it's asking me. So I think if we chose one click through, it's not gonna show this. Okay, anyone who uses and it's asking us for the directory because we said, allow to change the directory. Install. Run. And there we go. I'm not sure what the glitch is. Maybe because I didn't input my license. Basically, we have a offline virtual tour. So to look for it, add or remove, test. So this is it. I'm not gonna install it, but I can search it here, test. So if you want to run it. So this will work without internet. So we have a offline tour. So I usually install this in a touchscreen, and to do that, I want it like to be on kiosk mode, so I have to do a full screen, which is F11. But usually on touchscreen, you don't have a keyboard, so I hide like an invisible full screen button here that only I know where it is. So when I'm on the touchscreen, I tap it and it's like does this F11 thing, even if I don't have a keyboard available. So yeah, if you wanna install it, just uninstall. Next. So you can see test product name uninstall. Those are the values we inputted a while ago. So if I search test here, it's no longer there. What else? How big is it? So even if I move this somewhere, even if I put it here, well, it's still gonna work. So you just need, let's rename it test. Because the issue I encountered before without electron-builder was I could generate an exe file, but I have to include the folders and the other files in it. This one allows you to like give a single file to a client, and they just need to install it. So that's it. I hope you learned something. I'm gonna create another video after this where I am gonna run this installer on a Windows touchscreen. Okay, thanks. Thanks for watching. Bye.